Good Monday, everyone. I'm gonna take out these. I am listening to an audiobook while I'm working, and right now, okay, I'll put those in later. Right now, it's still Easter here. For you guys, it's not, of course, because these vlogs are 1 week behind. So there's pretty much nobody out in the streets. Me and Tommy are back from Manchester. We came in yesterday, and yeah, today it's been good. Been training in the morning, and I'm also wearing shorts. Feels so good to only wear shorts. So I'm gonna go out for a session later on as well. But right now I'm just working on different designs, answering emails, presentations, different kind of stuff. And because I'm here alone today, I thought I would just quickly talk to you guys about, because I've got some questions about not what I do when I'm working, because I feel like I've said that many times, but you guys want me to go more into depth of how I design the products or how I train, stuff like that. So today I thought I would show you guys a little bit of how I design and come up with the products. And some of you guys might have seen this sample here sitting at my desk. I tried to hide a lot of the samples that we're making because I don't want to show too much too early. I think it's good to make some excitement around new launches. But this is actually a really old sample and I was not happy with it. So that's why I just used it as a sketch. I was able to sketch on it, just to draw some ideas, to draw some lines. Not happy with this at all, but at least this part you might recognize from the Explore 3 shoes, like at least the shape of the drawing. And yeah, there's the process of making products. It can be quite complex, and for some of you guys, I'm just quickly gonna check if I'm in focus. Yes, still in focus. For some of you guys, it might seem really overwhelming and hard. Like, how do you come up with or get to the point of actually having a product in your hand? And you always start off with an idea and a sketch, and it can be something completely new, or it can be just a mix of different kind of products that you think this would be a good idea. And the best way is either to start to draw down, to write down your ideas, just to write it down, like, so you understand it, so you make kind of a script. That's the first thing. Then I would try to make a sketch, and that's why I got the iPad, because then I'm able to sketch. Before that, I did it first by hand, then on my Mac, and then I had to learn Illustrator, different kind of programs to do that. And I still use that, but I think it's easier now to use the iPad because it got so many features. So try to get down on paper what your product is all about. If it's a shoe, even if it's just a t-shirt, or if it's something more complex. Even when Apple is designing these, it all starts with the idea. What do you want this product to do? And then when you know what this product is supposed to do, like these ones, I know they're a bit dirty, doesn't look too good, but these ones are supposed to give you sound without having what's it called in English again? Treads, I think it's called, without having the wires, and also for it to connect really easily with your Apple devices. And then they had to, first there's the idea, and then you need the design, and also, should it be portable? You should have it in your pocket. Like, you get into details later on, like to make the products perfect or better. And the same for me. Like, I start off with, I look at different kind of shoes, what the freestylers were using before, started drawing. Looked at materials, and how to look at materials is basically just go into stores, touch, feel. If you're interested in the fabric or the shoes that you have touched and watched in the store, I think you should buy it if it's something that interests you, because then you should actually go out and test it more. And that's what I've been doing for a long time. And then eventually, after a lot of drawing, after a lot of sketching, then there's the second part. You need to find a factory, and to be honest, that's not that hard anymore. Like when I was starting out, it was pretty hard. It was, at least I didn't really know about Alibaba.com, and you know, I didn't really look at it. I did try to find it on Google, is how to find manufacturers, like manufacturing shoes, manufacturing balls, ball manufacturer in Pakistan, China, Portugal, wherever. And I couldn't really find anyone. So I've had a contact through, you know, doing a lot of performances. I met up with people that sold products. They had a contact that put me in contact with an agent that knew a lot of factories abroad. So he was the guy that first helped me out with making balls. And then I got in contact with the factory itself, because there was details, and then I suddenly understood how, you know, everything was working. And you know, it's basically, you make sketches, you send them over, they say, sorry, we don't understand, what is this, why do you do this? And to be honest, you need to be really clear. So in the beginning you start to sketch up really easily, but then you have to, you know, you need to pinpoint every single thing, like these threads, what kind of material it should be. And if you don't know, you can always just, you know, reference to another product that you've seen and that you have touched. So it's all about resourcing, trying to figure out what kind of product you are inspired by and design something, and then you look at other products to find materials, the fit, the shape, you know, everything like that, and then you come up with your own product. It's very rare that you come up with a completely new product. Like every shoe is somehow inspired by another shoe, because if not, it wouldn't really look like that. It would be something completely different. So I'm not gonna say like this is obviously inspired by a lot of different shoes, and the same, you know, even with clothing, everything, you know, you look for inspiration and then you use that and then you try to create something yourself. Like everybody is inspired by someone, even in freestyle, you know, you can't really come up with your own tricks all the time. So don't be afraid of copying someone. It's just you have to do it in the right way and for the right intentions. And you know, when I'm trying to make shoes, I'm not trying to copy someone, but I'm trying to take the best from different elements, put them together, and then create my own cool design that I prefer and like. So yeah, that's basically how we start. You design. I know this is a lot of talking, but for some of you guys, this might be interesting. If not, probably make something where you can skip and then you don't have to listen to all of this. But yeah, you start off like that. You get in touch with a factory. It shouldn't be hard. Use Google. And then of course you need to pay for samples. So you need to put in your own money. If you believe in your product, you should definitely do that. When it comes to shoes, it's much more complex, especially if you want to make the outsole yourself, like us, with the Freestyle logo and everything. That costs a lot of money. So I would say it's better to start off with clothing, maybe even simple balls that are not custom made, because that as well can cost a lot of money. But there's a lot of factories that make simple stuff, so you can just test your logo and do simple adjustments. And then you also get used to, you know, getting in touch with the factory. So that's how it all starts. And don't be afraid that you're not good enough to draw, or you're not good enough to write, or I don't know anything about fabrics, or it's all about what you feel. So, you know, go touch, feel the product. What do you miss? What do you like? What you don't like? Write it down. Even though if you don't know the correct terms or anything, don't be afraid. Like, talk to the factory. Some of the factories might say, okay, we don't care about you, you're a beginner, but there's so many factories now that want to make that first product. That first factory might not be the one you want to work with long term, but still they're able to make you a sample, and that's how you start. Or you can try to make the sample yourself. Of course, shoes might be hard. So it's all about studying and also just believing in yourself, and that you know, there's a reason why you make this product. So even though you don't know the correct terms of these kind of fabrics and these kind of things, you can always touch, feel, and your opinion matters. Like, I think there's some product like this missing in the market. That's why I want to make it. You know, this is how it should be. So that's basically how we start. But again, you have to invest money if you're gonna make physical products. It's really exciting. It can be really frustrating because it's not like when I'm going outside, making a combo, filming something, you get that instant relief, like, yes, I made something, you know? But when it comes to products, it can take years. Like some of the products I've been working on has been taking up to 3 years before we release it. And even products that I work on today might not be released until, you know, in 2 years, because there's just so much work. And I believe so much in the product, then suddenly 6 months later, there's something that makes it hard, like the fabric is too expensive, you know, because also it has to be a product that fits the market. So, you know, if you're gonna make a product and like, yes, I'm really happy with these shoes, but then they cost 500 euros, and you know that a freestyler is gonna tear this apart in 3-4 months, they're not gonna pay that much, you know? So there's a lot of factors, and also still it has to be a good product. So it takes a lot of time to create a quality product, but everyone can put a logo on a t-shirt, start creating just, you know, simple adjustments. But if you want to make a long-term brand that actually develop gears, it takes a lot of time, and I don't think it's for everyone. So even though it looks lucrative and it looks a lot of fun, there's so much work. Of course, that, you know, it's always work with whatever you do, but you need to be passionate about it, and you need to dedicate a lot of work and time. Just sitting for hours drawing, and then you end up throwing away the sketch because it doesn't work. You feel like you wasted a lot of time, but that's the process of getting to the product you want. So yeah, not gonna make it any longer now. So that's basically what I do when I design. I just sit down, I draw. Sometimes it feels like I'm wasting a lot of time, and other times I can come up with an idea that I have to write down, and then I try to draw it later on. So it all starts with sketches. That's how you start. So start sketching. Then when you're happy, you take it to the next step. You try to source fabrics. You know, you try to get all the details down for the product before you get to the factory. And then you need to make kind of a map so that the factory understand what you want to make. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep on working, and I believe I'll catch you guys when I'm off for training. Time flies when you are working. I just posted something about the UEFA Euro 2020 Your Move campaign. I don't think it's too late when this is out. You can still participate in the campaign and be a part of the mascot team together with me, Liv Cook, and Skillsy. So make sure to do that. I'll leave some links down below so you can check out the campaign. And now I think it's time to head outside to do some freestyle. It's Easter, so I had to get one of these. The drone is up in the air over there. I'm gonna have a session. A bit tired, but the weather is beautiful. So let's see if I get anything. If not, you'll just watch a time lapse of me doing freestyle. Finishing up the solo super, and the session is done. Nothing too special, but still good. I need to get my ball. Transferring some footage from the drone. Just gonna have a look at it. Yeah, good session. Time to wrap it up. Okay, so LMK, you have not been in the vlog yet. It's kind of crazy because we live together. It's a little bit windy, so I hope you can hear what I say, but we actually live together and he have not been in the vlog yet. That's just because he's working, I'm working, we're both busy. But now we're gonna play some tennis, but all the courts are taken. Hopefully they're not gonna play for too long, so we're just gonna sit here and wait, and then we'll show you guys some tennis with a drone and with this camera. Lately.
Yeah.
So we are going to update you guys. Of course, you're not gonna see everything, but we're gonna shoot up the drone and then we're gonna update you guys after, see how many matches, and then find out who is the best tennis player today. So I'm excited. I got a racket here. Racket? Is that what?
Racket, yeah.
Racket. Oh, it feels good. So okay, gonna test it. Excited to see who's the best tennis player. Okay, so we're finishing off. Really fun to play tennis again. LMK has got a lot better. So it was even though I won. It was very even. A lot of fun, but because there's too many people here, we can't really stay more. We want to play much longer, so we have to go because in Oslo everybody wants to play tennis when it's nice weather. So time to hit the car and head back home. Oh, so we're always ending our session with some freestyle. So that's a wrap. Time to hit the car. Okay, LMK got himself a pizza. It's beautiful weather. He has been betting on some football matches, and we're gonna get up in the apartment. And what do I normally do when I'm up in the apartment? When I'm sitting in the sofa.
With a MacBook in your...
Yeah, so I'm basically gonna work, and hopefully LMK will win some money. He's been betting and doing really well this Easter. I think we'll end the vlog there today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and see you guys tomorrow.